How often in your life do friends come to you asking you to help them solve a problem? Well, today I want to share with you 6 steps which I term problem solving 101. And why I want to share this with you, not only will it help the other person, but it'll actually make you, using this technique, a better person yourself. And what I mean by that is you'll actually be able to help other people by not giving them the answer, but helping other people become more empowered, more self-reliant. And that's really what we want. So that leads me to the step number 1. The first one is never let people depend on you. So what I mean by that is when people come to you and they say, I really have this problem, could you help me? We're so conditioned most of the time to say, yes, why don't you go and do this, go and do that, and we just rattle off the solution that we think best suits them. However, all that does is make that person reliant on you. So what happens if you're not there? Or if you're not there, they'll go and look for someone else to do that with. So they keep on relying on other people to help them in their own life solve their problem. So never be the one with all the answers. Just try to tell yourself, never be the one who's the smartest in the room giving all the answers. So that helps people never ever depend on you. The next step is behave like a coach. I'm going to write here, not a king. What I mean by that is coaches ask good questions. The pure coaching technique is very different to mentorship. Mentorship is where we use our own experience and then we help and guide people with actions that they should take using our experience. So we're actually telling them what to do. Coaches never ever do that. Coaches use a questioning technique. So when you ask a good question, and that means an open question, not a closed question where the answer is either yes or no. Like, don't you think it'll be a good idea if you sold your business? That's not a good question. More like a what question, or what are the factors contributing to the situation? Things like that. So ask questions, and if you find you've asked a question and the person is stumped, and they pause, and they can't find the answer immediately, that's a great question. And when that happens, hold that silence. Allow that person to think. If you can ask a question, allow a person to really think, you really are helping them. And also you kind of giving them the opportunity to pull things up from their subconscious mind. So that's the best way to help people help themselves. And when I say be a coach, not a king, is because, just a term to be funny, kings command. I think you should do that. Go and do that. So don't coach people. The next thing is ask the person to come up with solutions. Okay? As many solutions as they can. If they've come up with a solution which seems reasonable and could potentially work for them, really try and get them to come up with another solution. And if you could, even another one. And then, if you feel that they've given you solutions, but there's something that you have in your head which you think would be very, very useful that they haven't mentioned or possibly won't even know about, before you share your solution, the kindest thing you can do to someone is to ask them permission before you share your own solution. So say, would it be okay if I just shared something that I have in mind that might potentially help you? People love that. It's showing a kind of respect. So when I say solutions, you want, first of all, theirs and yours. Now, hopefully we have quite a few solutions. The next thing we're going to do is ask. We're not going to tell anyone anything. We're going to ask for them to think through them and come up with the best solution that they think is right for them. And when they start coming up with the best solution, what it means is from that very minute, they start to take ownership of their problem and they start to take ownership of their solution. So they're going to feel suddenly quite strong inside, quite courageous, a little bit more brave to go and tackle whatever's going on in their life. Once they've come up with the best solution, let them talk through how is it going to play out for you. What's your game plan? Let them talk it through. What are the steps they're going to take? When are they going to take these steps? And let them perhaps make notes and write the thing down. And then I'm just going to give you a quick acronym I called Rotor. It's ASK, R-O-T-A. Ask them to take responsibility for this game plan that they have. Ask them to take ownership of it. The T is for timeline. When are they going to do whatever step? If there's 5 steps, when are they going to take these 5 steps? And the last thing how are they going to hold themselves accountable? So maybe you can be the accountability partner for them and say, sure, that's a great game plan. That's a great idea. You've taken responsibility. Let's check in with each other, whatever it may be, every day, every week, maybe once a month, whatever works for that person. So there are 6 steps which really can help other people with problem solving 101. And the reason that I want to share this is because if we could get out of the habit of telling other people what to do and behave more like a coach, we become better people with our own interpersonal relationships. And I'm talking about all of them, with your family, with your children, at work, with your colleagues, with your parents, with your spouse, all around. So my friends, I hope that was helpful. There are the 6 steps. Otherwise, God bless and have a great week ahead.